All right, we're back, and we're talking about what is this movie? The Main Event on Netflix. The Main Event. Mike, you made us watch a child's movie. Not
You're
a good
lucky.
one.
It was either the Main Event or the
Big Show show.
No,
That's in your back pocket. You know it
I've
is.
got another one in my back pocket.
Another kids movie.
Would you call Scooby-Doo Kids?
Oh, fucking balls! All right, go ahead.
Oh man, this movie, the Main Event, it fucking sucked.
It's
so
very
bad.
It's so bad.
Man, stunk.
Stinky.
Super stinky.
Stank like that Otis Dozovich fart.
Yes. Oh man.
Which was the only good part of the movie.
Has got all the stars in it. It's got all the stars. It's got Adam Pally, weirdly.
I like Adam Pally.
I love Adam Pally. Any podcast he's on, I listen to it because he's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, speaking of podcasts, Ryan, I'm glad I brought this up. 3 weeks ago, Comedy Bang Bang, guy named Dan Lippert, very funny, plays Bill Walton. And it is very funny. And he gets like super crazy. And it goes super. Of course, he is Bill Walton. He just starts screaming and stuff.
Grateful
Dead. Very
Dead.
funny, but listen to it. I forget.
I gotta go find that.
It's got.
It will say Bill Walton on it though. It usually says the character.
Yes.
Even though it's not real.
Yes.
Comedy Bang Bang with Bill Walton.
Bill Walton. Okay, so let's get on this movie. So, the movie starts. The main event. Why is it called the main event?
They didn't promote this at all, though. They promoted the Big Show, and these things came out like a week apart.
Yeah, that's true. But they've got now. WWE has a deal with Netflix, right? And I think they've got more stuff coming.
Probably, I'm sure they do.
Oh, and they got something. You know who else was in it? Ken Marino. Very funny.
They tried to make it good. It just didn't work out.
So,
those two guys were not in it enough either.
No. Adam Pally's role is the weirdest.
Yes, it certainly is.
It's the weirdest role, but maybe he just auditioned for dad. You know?
He doesn't strike you as a dad.
No. So starts with Leo fighting the Miz in NXT. Weird.
Is Leo supposed to be Leo Rush?
I think so, yeah.
Because he cuts a Leo Rush promo or something at one point.
It is very Leo Rush-ish. He does an elbow drop for the win. He was dreaming. His grandma wakes him up with a tickling ankle lock. Very weird, very creepy. He's got WWE stuff all over his room. He's a fucking nerd.
He's a mark.
Real freaking mark. He's most definitely a dude in
he's getting worked.
6 years, he'd be on Twitter with a weird fucking Becky Lynch avatar defending WWE and whatever they do.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yep.
He doesn't know how to brush his teeth. I don't know why I put that. But
that is a weird thing, especially because he's 11.
He doesn't know how to brush his teeth. I think shit comes rolling out of his mouth.
It gets on his shirt.
Yeah, it gets on his shirt. But then he
all over
his
toothpaste shirt. Onto his coffee shirt.
Coffee shirt, right.
I did like that they kind of were like, Kofi Kingston is important.
Yeah, well, we'll get to Kofi later.
Even though they don't feel that way in real life.
We'll get to Kofi later. He's getting ready for school. His grandma flirts with Kofi's with the Kofi shirt.
That's creepy. That's creepier than tickling the foot. I want to fuck your shirt. So weird.
Oh, we get some more Kofi later. And then Steve, who I believe is the dad.
Yep.
Steve. Adam Pally is Steve.
Works two jobs.
Hard enough luck.
And let's not even get into the extremely weird
so weird
story about his mom.
Why do we need that?
Extremely dark and sad that is.
And they do a very bad job of explaining it.
Oh,
but it's very dark.
And never really coming to terms with it.
No.
She's such a dickhead that her own mother supports the ex-husband.
Yes. And like
wow.
It's just,
when has that ever happened?
Like that is just such a weird.
Yeah, when he's with her mom.
A weird thing to be like
that would
I
never
thought she
happen.
died. Like that would have made much more sense.
So did I. I thought we were gonna find out she was dead.
Just that would have been so much like, and have it be a car crash, and then the dad is obsessed with cars or something.
He didn't want to tell him or something. I don't know.
But no,
dark ass movie.
It's just like super weird that the mom left the husband, but also left the kid. Like once, nothing to do with the kid.
It does happen.
Her mom comes to live with the kid and the husband.
She's like, my own daughter is such a fuck up.
And it's not like they even talk like they kind of talk like, oh, maybe she'll come back someday. Like, what?
She doesn't even call or write letters.
Yeah,
nope.
And it's just like, yeah, she left him for another guy. Like, yikes.
Dark. This kid need therapy.
Steve is a real loser. He's an Uber driver and a mechanic.
Lyft driver. Lyft. They paid.
Yeah, he's a Lyft.
They paid good money to be in this movie. We should give him credit.
So Leo's got some nerdy friends that are big fucking dorks. I don't know their names. I never took them down.
I like how you describe this in a text as what did you say it was? Rookie of the year. The entire plot is basically Rookie of the Year, except for a mask instead of a weird elbow injury.
I thought it was more like Mike, because that's literally the same thing. He gets magic shoes, and then he's got magic mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Never saw that one.
One of the friends wants to direct WWE, but Leo says Vince is the director, and he's not. So I don't know what the fuck that kid's talking about.
Again, another example of he's a mark on Twitter in 10 years.
Yeah. Vince is the wants to film a match with drones. Like, shut up, kid, you fucking nerd.
Nerd match.
Nerd friend 1 asks Leo why doesn't he sign up for amateur wrestling at school, but Leo says he's too small. It's probably a good
he
thing
also poops on amateur wrestling here, where he's like, that's not really like WWE superstars are.
Okay, dude. Probably suck anyways. And then some cool kids show up, cool bullies show up.
Weird bullies. They
show up and sign up for the wrestling because they're not a bunch of fucking wimps, and he's not a wuss, the bully. The cool bully knocks Leo over, knocks over his backpack, and a lame drawing pops out of Leo's. Everyone makes fun of him accordingly.
Yeah, of course he gets made fun of for that.
Of course he gets made fun of because he's a loser.
You can draw? Fuck you. You have a talent? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's him as a wrestler, and everyone makes fun of him, thankfully. Leo then trips over nothing. Maybe he shouldn't be wrestling because
he's a klutz.
And then the cool bully counts the pin because that's how wrestling works. Because he falls down, and then he just counts 3 because that's how it works. Because that's what the cool bully says. So that's how it works.
It's a funny joke.
Then the lamos are eating lunch and talk about New Day versus Usos, which is probably the 500th time they've seen these guys wrestle each other. Like, imagine like sitting down at lunch and being like still excited for a New Day versus Usos match. Like no.
Like leading up to it.
Yeah.
Our kids, if we were 11, would we be excited for that?
No. Because we would have seen it.
You liar.
We would have seen it 500 times.
They put good matches on, so when you're watching, you're probably like, oh, that's a good match. But are you really sitting around the lunchroom like, I can't wait
to see these guys wrestle for the 500th time?
I mean, we talked about wrestling at lunch in high school
every day
when we were like 16.
Yeah, but
we still talk about wrestling all the time.
We do?
Every day.
Basically, yeah.
Not over. It hasn't stopped.
So then the dumb shit Leo says Trouble in Paradise is the best finisher. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Is that even a finisher?
Yeah, Trouble in Paradise is a finisher. It's not the best finisher.
It's not a good one.
No.
Blind.
Then the hot teacher comes over and saves the day again.
She's in other movies. She's been around.
I forget what she saved the day. I guess the cool bullies were picking on him.
Yeah.
Then we get a bike chase because Leo is very slow on his bike, and he's obviously
he gets away from them when she stops them, and he has to have gotten so much farther. But no, they catch right up.
He's a wimp.
Cool bullies are very good at biking.
Would go faster if he did. He would go faster if he didn't have a lame helmet on.
You're bullying, Mike.
And then the bullies have helmets too, I think.
So this movie,
yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't.
No, they do.
They do?
Yes, they do.
This movie is a tragedy. What happened to these bullies is horrible.
We were watching Goosebumps 2.
Oh.
The other day.
Goosebumps 2, of course.
Goosebumps, of course. And then the bullies in that had helmets on, and we were like, bullies wouldn't be wearing helmets.
Bullies don't wear helmets.
Bullies do not wear helmets.
They don't care about head safety.
They're super cool, and they do not care about their heads. So yeah, Leo runs through a funeral home. He just like hops off his bike. There's a bunch of people. He just runs into a house.
It looks like an estate sale.
It's not a funeral home, is it?
It's an estate sale. I'm pretty sure it's an estate sale.
But nothing is said. It's just a lot of people staying around an old house. It looks like a funeral home. So then Leo runs through this house, runs up into an attic with a bunch of shitty memorabilia. And then the kids like follow him up there because they can obviously smell where he is because they're that good at tracking him.
They're cool boys.
And then creepy Santa guy is like, "What are you doing here?"
Creepy, mysterious old man is going to help him
like,
out.
What's going on?
Hooks him up.
And then kicks out the cool kids. Fucking lame Santa. And then Leo finds that ugly ass mask, which it is such a bad mask.
It's a terrible mask.
Such a bad mask. Like
Very
there's so many cool designs you can do on a mask. This is so lame.
It was a lame mask.
It's got a huge mouth hole.
Yeah.
No one has a mouth hole that big.
No. Well, it's for his weird, different voice.
For his weird, different voice promos that he's recycled from old wrestlers.
Yes. Then I said maybe it was Max Moon's.
It does kind of look like a Max Moon mask.
Yeah. He then says it stinks, which is a kind of a thing throughout the whole movie, is how this mask stinks.
It is a huge plot point.
Yep.
Is this mask stinks? Why?
Why don't they clean it? I don't get it.
Yeah, why don't they just clean it?
Because it would lose its powers, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Clean that
gross.
shit.
Yeah, and then he tries to put it on. Creepy Santa accosts Leo. Santa lets him keep the stinky mask. He wants the Ric Flair robe, but Santa slaps him down. Says, "Get the fuck out of here."
Give me that fake Ric Flair robe.
Yeah.
And that weird Andre the Giant autograph picture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, whose house was this? Like, that's the thing. Like, whose house was this? Where did this come from? But we learn by a simple Google search where this came from later on.
Love it.
Granny says she will beat up children. Granny smells stinky mask because she seems to be a grave robber. I don't know why I put
What
that.
the fuck are your notes?
A grave robber.
Because I think she said she like dug up some shit. I don't know.
She's also Instagram influencer or whatever.
Yes,
like, oh my God, only a corporate dickhead would write this movie and write that sentence.
They say, oh, right, then they're watching Raw, and it's obviously SmackDown because the ropes are blue.
Just the part where she's like, y'all gonna watch Raw tonight? Like, oh, no one says that. Raw's the worst. No one likes Raw anymore.
Yeah, it's SmackDown too because it's that match. Usos and New Day, and everything's blue.
We're dumb. Fans are dumb.
Leo's mom is gone probably because he sucks so much and is smelly. Put down. Leo brings up his dad. Leo brings up his dad once said, every wrestler has a weakness his dad doesn't remember. Leo then talks about Jimmy Uso's. He talks about Jimmy Uso's temper and thinks he makes a good point, but it wasn't a good point because, I don't know, just doesn't.
He doesn't have a temper. He doesn't have a character. From what they just come out and say that one line, and that's it.
Yeah, and then he like punches one of the New Day guys out.
You know what though? The Uso does have he does have one thing. DWIs. That's his.
Yes, he does. One of those.
DWIs. A lot of that.
But clearly the dad doesn't like the kid.
That's why he works 24 hours a day.
Yeah, really. Miz does a commercial for the next NXT superstar tryout and tournament. Does Miz out? Don't miss out. All right, that's what he says. Don't miss out. Weird tension between Dad and Granny. Dad wants bread, but Granny threw it away. Leo talks about Mom meeting Becky Lynch. Yeah, like, when did Mom disappear? It'd be good if, like, she left him for a wrestler. That would maybe be interesting. Like The Miz or something.
She might have. They didn't say who it was.
Yeah.
She left him last month.
Was it last month?
No, I have no idea, but
probably
it would make sense. Hey, when's Mom coming back?
Dad and Granny talk very loudly about how Mom left him for someone else because obviously the dad is a loser like Leo.
Got that loser DNA.
Yep.
You are a big bully, Mike.
Loser dad owes $20,000 to the bank for some reason.
For the house.
Oh.
Well, she left. She took her income with her.
I guess so.
Got to pay for this house by himself now.
The mask is now somehow stinkier. Leo still puts it on for some reason. Leo talks to himself in the mirror for way too long in a weird voice.
Hated this.
Then just does a backflip and does like a 630. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. He does 3 flips in the air before coming down. He doesn't become a wrestler. He becomes Spider-Man.
I'm so confused by a lot of what's going on in this movie. And this is one of them. Like his powers are so advanced.
Yeah.
And also everyone thinks he's an adult. That's the other thing I don't understand.
That's the part that is
like,
so
what?
Is it the little guy?
This is a part where somebody's like, he's a kid? What?
But then I think
a kid. He's like the same. He has a shitty mask.
If it was like Marco Stunt, yeah,
I guess maybe they think he's a
Marco Stunt type person.
He's a little guy.
He realizes he's super strong and starts working out with a bunch of dumb shit. He kicks over a tree.
Yeah, he kicks over Spider-Man. A tree.
He is Spider-Man. He's not a wrestler.
Spider-Man was a wrestler. You saw that, man.
Yeah, he does. Bonesaw. Right. Bonesaw.
Technically a wrestling movie.
Spider-Man. Oh, we haven't watched that yet, have we?
Oh, that's true. We haven't watched that.
Macho Man. Technically a wrestling movie.
Then he Bing searches for magical masks for hours.
He bings.
The
better search engine, Bing.
He bings.
But he finds something that was written recently because it actually says the mask has not been seen in 50 years. So someone must have just written this article.
Yes.
Like the Athletic, our sponsor, theathletic.com.
He so quickly finds a bunch of info.
They do a lot of investigative reports, you know?
He finds so much info about this. Like, this is just like, yep, here it is. It's a magical mask. Easy peasy. There you go.
That happened in a horror movie once, I feel like. They Googled it in a horror movie. You would probably know more than me, Bill.
Well, that's the thing now about... That's the thing about most movies and TV shows now is most explanations are like
Google it.
A Bing search away.
One being away.
So, yep, he found out his mask is magical because he sucks. The next day, his nerd friends are getting beat up by the cool kids. Leo then, he's super fast. So he turns off the lights and somehow wedgies the cool kids on the lockers.
Yep. Why wouldn't you just beat the fuck out of these kids?
And
send a message. They send one to the morgue.
He gets sent to the principal's office and gets applauded by a bunch of bloodthirsty children.
Well, they want him to beat up these.
Yeah,
because everybody hates the bullies.
I like how he doesn't know where the principal office is.
Yeah.
What are you, fucking stupid?
The cool kids gotta let him know. Then that day, SmackDown is on. So I guess this is back when SmackDown was on Tuesdays.
I guess. When SmackDown was on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yes. We see another NXT tournament competition.
Did you miss the part about the car ride with his dad?
His dad's mad that he got in a fight.
What? And sorry, I missed that heart-to-heart fucking lame-ass thing.
And he's driving Lyft at the time.
Oh, right, and the guy's like...
The guy's in the back seat.
Oh, man, like...
That's
really hope you guys can work it out.
Sorry, I didn't get that really stellar piece of...
Yes, it's that terrible that it should be mentioned how terrible it is.
SmackDown is on, and we meet Frankie Albano.
Oh, of course.
Samson. Played by
Captain
Ken
Lou's nephew
Marino
or something.
And Babatunde.
Oh, that's Babatunde?
That's Babatunde, yeah.
I was wondering who that guy was.
Babatunde. Leo then tries on a bunch of costumes, and he picks the one that sucks.
Doesn't he just wear, like, shorts and a T-shirt?
Yeah. Wear shorts and T-shirts. And then, like, a shirt. It's got, like, a weird, like, splattering on it.
From his grandma's vintage clothing shop.
Right. And so, then there's the competitions happening, and he goes down to the tryout.
That's where he meets Keith Lee.
Right. But before that, a fat loser makes fun of him, probably for good reason. At the sign up, the woman's giving him attitude because he's obviously a child. And he calls himself Kid Chaos. Lame name. Then trials about to start. Otis tells the nerd Leo not to sit in his seat.
Heel Otis.
Best
part of the movie.
Stink
face.
But then Smooth Operator feels bad for the weirdo and talks to him.
Smooth
Operator. But there could not have been a worse gimmick for Keith Lee.
A singing gimmick?
What a lame gimmick.
Where he sings his responses in promos?
He's got a good singing voice.
He does.
Yeah, got that.
Impressed by the Keith Lee voice.
Yeah.
I feel like then maybe this was like written for him.
Gotta be. Or like what big ass crazy looking wrestler also can sing? Well,
yeah.
Also Mia Yim is in there too. So
yeah,
the couple.
Lights Out Leslie, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then The Miz comes out and announces the NXT Winner Take All tournament.
Because you know how much involved The Miz is with NXT.
There's also Eric Bugenhagen. He's a person, right?
Rick Bugez.
Rick
Bugez. He's a cowboy.
Yes. So then they have competitions. They have like weird competitions. You
have to like lift the keg or whatever.
Again. I mean, this is not far off from what NXT did.
Yeah,
so.
That's true. They have they did a barrel toss, right, in NXT.
Yeah.
They did not barrel toss, but barrel.
Because
keg
that's where Titus O'Neil fell. Right?
Yes, that's right.
That was real.
Kid Cass throws the barrel through the roof, and no one seems to bat an eye.
They're like, "Whoa, that boy's strong."
Second competition is beating up a dummy, which is, I guess.
And then the third one was what? Jumping off the top rope?
Yeah, doing flip shit
onto a pad.
But that's where we see that Samson, he's afraid of heights.
You won't go up to the top rope.
Well, yeah, we don't know though. He growls because he's mean.
But Kid Chaos jumps clean from one corner to another.
Yeah. And not like the long way across the ring, diagonally.
And no one, once again, bats an eye.
Like, oh, great.
Well, they're just impressed.
Of course you can do that.
That's a normal thing for humans to do. Just jump 30 feet across the ring.
Yeah. Leo tries to sneak home, but Granny catches him. And he spills the beans about the mask. He hopes his mom will come back. I put in parentheses, yikes. At the library, Leo's friends catch him being a creep and staring at Erica. He then creeps on Erica through a bookcase and suggests they get their study on.
With his super sweet voice, of course.
Yeah, like he sounds like an adult. Like I would hope Erica would be like, an adult man is trying to.
I'm being creeped on.
Yes.
Yo, what's going on, little girl?
Yeah, really. Talking through a book.
You want to study sometime?
Get your study on.
You want to get your study on.
So then we get intergender wrestling.
Yeah, I thought this was funny.
Yeah, I was like, what? Lights out Leslie.
She's fighting Samson, right?
Not yet.
Or no, she beats somebody, right?
She beats him, Joe Bear. Otis, Mia Yim, Keith Lee, Babatunde all advance to the next round. Leo needs to beat Rick Bugez, who's a cowboy. Gives a big sidewalk slam for a 2 count. Then lassos him. The kid, which is not legal.
For an object.
That is not legal. But then Kid Chaos drops an elbow for the win. I don't know what the hell happened.
His elbow is weird too. It looks like it's a moonsault, but then he just drops an elbow.
Yes, he does like a crazy moonsault elbow.
What the hell?
And then Erica just rudely shows up. So after this, Erica rudely shows up to Leo's house unannounced. And he's a creep with lemonade. And he like puts the mask on, and I don't know. He's a fucking weirdo.
He has to go into the kitchen to.
Meanwhile, Grandma's like, "Hey, take her to your room." Like, "Hey, look."
Yeah. Like what?
What are you doing here?
She's pimping him out.
Yeah. I'm just sure that the same thing will happen with Erica with what happened to his mom. Just leave. Because he's a loser. So the next round, Kid Chaos is fighting Stinkface. Stinkface's offense seems to be stinky.
Best part of the movie.
He's just simply stinky. Stinkface then releases a very strong fart that knocks
Kid Chaos strong.
Out of the ring.
It's like a 45-second fart too.
It's long, and it's like the power of like a wind tunnel. Everyone's faces are like, woo,
yes,
woo.
Like blowing and everything.
And I also love,
but no one seems to mind.
He says he has to say his little catchphrase before he farts. So he's like, "Now it's time to cook with gas." What the hell?
Oh, he did the worm before that too.
Yeah, his actual move, the worm.
He did the worm, but then somehow Kid Chaos like hits him with a headbutt. I don't remember how.
He springs off by fart.
Yeah, the fart stops, so he
fart propelled into the ropes and then propelled back with force from the wind.
With a headbutt.
For a headbutt, which would murder an 11-year-old. Your head would be mush if you did that, but okay.
Right.
It's so bad the entire crowd smells it too. Like the entire crowd is disgusted.
So Kid Chaos wins, beats Stinkface. We then see Smooth Operator and Kid Chaos talking.
Yeah,
they have to wrestle each other next. Smooth has been working to this for a decade, and Leo just puts on a fucking mask and is like,
"Yo, man, I'm 11.
Yeah, cool, dude. Thanks.
Want to take this money?"
Dan wants to know about Erica, but refuses to talk about his mom. Leo wants to see his mom again. The kids are all hanging out by themselves at the diner from Saved by the Bell. What was that place called? The Zap?
The Max, I believe.
Max.
It also kind of looks like the diner from a Tarantino movie.
Literally any diner.
Pulp Fiction.
So it looks like a diner, Wally?
It looks like a diner. Fiction. It just looks like a diner. Any diner.
Cool kids make fun of the dorks again. Now dork Erica. Guy tries to rob the diner in mid.
No mask.
But Leo stops him by simply throwing ice cream at him.
This happens in movies a lot. Like dudes are trying to rob diners, and like, how much money do you think a diner actually has? It's like $12 for 14 breakfasts. Yeah, what are you gonna get out of a diner?
And then it always stopped by like a kid throwing something weird, like ice cream or apples or something.
Why not just run and like shoulder charge the dude? He's not.
You can kick over a fucking tree. Yeah, you're gonna throw ice cream at him.
Yep.
You could do 6 backflips.
Right, and then he like saves the day and everyone's happy or some dumb shit. Then we cut to Samson in his trailer and he's eating butter, straight butter. Ken Marino has an idea to beat Kid Chaos.
Grease him up.
Drop that butter.
Because apparently Kid Chaos is the only one he's worried about.
Yeah.
He can see the star in the making. He's a good manager.
I guess.
Dad still refuses to tell Leo about his shitty mom. Now, for some reason, Leo is cool at school and is practicing dance moves with Erica in this lame montage.
He's a goddamn hero. He saved that diner.
But he would. But nobody knows the mask.
Apparently, everybody knows.
People just know that he beat up the bullies the one time, and
he wedged some people. I mean, that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
When he becomes a bully, everyone applauds him, but no one applauds the cool bullies before that. Then we see Samson versus Lights Out Leslie, and he crushes her.
Beating up a woman, not cool.
Smooth Operator comes to the ring, but Ken Marino comes out and boos him and puts some weird shit on the steps so that Kid Chaos slips in it.
Butter.
It was like oil.
Yeah, it was like oil.
Clarified butter, maybe.
Kid Chaos can't walk right because
melted butter.
Weird shit. But Smooth Operator does a pounce and send Chaos out of the ring. Smooth does a splash for a 2 count. And a moonsault, but misses. Chaos picks up Smooth Operator, does a gorilla press into a backflip elbow, of course.
Yes,
like,
another.
Throws him up in the air. He drops. That does like this crazy thing into an elbow. And he wins. Right? Or no?
Yeah. Good mistake using your one trick to not in your own match, Ken Marino. What are you doing?
Okay, then we cut to Ken Marino over here at Kid Chaos talking about his mask is magical, and then realizes he's a kid because, of course, he's a kid.
Just realizing he's a kid is so weird.
Then
it's a magic mask, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, it's a magic mask.
He still looks like a kid.
He goes right to that, he sees him take the mask off. Oh, it's a magic mask. That's normal. Okay.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I get it now.
I get it now. Then we're at a press conference. Samson just grunts. Kid Chaos calls Samson a loser, and then Samson tries to attack Chaos. Leo misses the talent show because he's a loser piece of shit.
What an asshole.
He's not a very good guy.
No, he's not. Everyone at the what's that?
The other nerd steps in and takes his place. So
I was getting there.
Everyone
at the talent show sucks. Leo hangs out with groupies instead of making it to the talent show.
He's moved on. He's got
Erica then has to perform alone because she's a loser. Weird kid joins her because he's a real friend and Leo sucks. Shit.
Is that your note?
Yes. This is all in my notes. Here, you want to see?
No, we don't.
Nope.
Yeah,
I
will. There you go. Sure.
Oh, you're sharing the screen?
Can you see my notes? Yeah, he's a lousy
He's
piece
a
of
kid
shit.
because, of course, he's a kid. Liam is so because he's a lousy POS.
There you go. See, so there you go. There's my notes. Little behind the scenes action for you there.
Oh my God.
See how the bread is made. Is that the saying?
Nope.
What's
the butter is eaten.
What? Oh shit.
The sausage is made.
Yeah, sure.
That's what
that's the saying. Yes.
the bread is made.
The bread is made. Leo is then cornered by the cool bullies, and they mess with him. Oh no! This is Erica then performs 'cause she's a loser. Leo sucks. Leo gets called out by his friends because they're better than him. Leo's then cornered by the cool bullies, and they mess with him. And Leo gets all pissy because he's a whiny baby. I don't know what that's about. That he's an asshole to his dad. Granny gives bullshit motivation speech. Leo's friends don't want him around because he sucks, and then forgive him because they're dummies.
Because they've never walked a mile in his mask or something, is what they say.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we cut to the big show, and Jesus Christ, is Corey Graves.
And Renee.
And
Renee was funny,
Renee was the
Renee
best part
was
of this
funny.
whole movie.
Yeah.
Renee's the
Renee
best
was
part of this
funny.
whole movie because she wants people to die.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen these guys?
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Renee tell the truth that Samson may kill Kid Chaos.
You almost spit that Gatorade out?
Yeah, we can hear you gulp
You
down.
bulb? That would have been fun.
Frankie and Samson then switch the masks by tricking the dummy.
Why didn't he just wear it? Because he couldn't. It wouldn't fit on his dumb head.
Yeah, he couldn't get it on.
Why not try and get it on beforehand?
Also, why not just leave it out of the ring and they can beat up a kid?
Oh well, we'll get to that dumb shit.
Also, how does the kid not realize it's the wrong mask when this mask has been smelling the entire movie?
He's so involved with all of his other bullshit. He didn't think about it.
So the Miz and Kofi are weirdly watching from a suite. Like,
yeah,
it's like a warehouse, and there's like a suite in there. For some stupid reason, Sheamus is the ref.
This is where my kid actually started to watch. He's like, I don't want to watch this. I'm going to play. Then he saw Sheamus, who he has an action figure of. He's like, Sheamus? Why is he a ref?
I was wondering.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
It made me think, I feel like if Sheamus, have you ever thought, how do you think Sheamus would do outside of WWE?
No, I haven't thought about that
He'd
at
be
all.
huge. And most
as a
WWE
wrestler?
guys would be huge.
I would that's one dude who I'm just who I have no clue how he'd do in New Japan.
I think he would be good in New Japan, right?
He'd be
A brawler.
I'd be absolutely fascinated to see him in that New Japan. I think, but you know how Cesaro would do, you know how so many other
Daniel
guys
Bryan.
do, but Sheamus, you're just how the fuck would he do?
I mean, I could see him brawling with evil.
Yeah.
Right?
That
would be fine.
Yeah. Just interesting.
He's never gonna leave, so.
So we're in it's a cage match. So big cage match, blah blah blah. Kid Chaos gets booted and tries to fight back, but he doesn't have his magic powers. Then Samson stupidly reveals he has the magic mask. Once again, why did he bring it in there? Samson tries to put the mask on, but it doesn't fit his fat head.
Babatunde got a big head.
Yep. Sheamus continues the match for some reason. Samson then beats up Sheamus while Leo's trying to get the mask.
Got in the heat.
Leo's dad gets to the arena in milliseconds.
So fast.
Seconds. Sees it on TV, then gets to within 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Well, he's a Lyft driver. He's a Lyft driver now, so he knows all the back roads.
Yeah.
Plus the roads are empty because everyone is there.
That's true.
So good. Good job, guys. Logic into this thing.
They realize Samson is afraid of heights. Samson then faints from the fear of heights while he's trying to go for the mask.
Right.
One question, real quick.
Yeah.
What was this cage? WWE has several cages at their disposal. Why did they create this new cage that has never been used in a wrestling match?
Don't know.
Maybe just for filming purposes?
So that mask would land on that thing perfectly so they could go get it?
Samson faints from his fear of heights.
He's on like one rope too when he faints.
Yes. That's scared of heights. Leo doesn't put the mask on and instead does a backflip elbow drop onto Samson for the win.
Yikes.
Dad and Leo have a lame heart-to-heart. I didn't listen. Miz comes out to congratulate him and blows up his spot, being like, "Oh, you're a fucking kid," blah blah blah. Which I feel like.
Why did they let him have a match?
Yeah.
He was a kid the whole time.
And since, of course, he's a child, he can't wrestle, even though that Nicholas kid wrestled.
Tag team champion.
Right,
Tag
team champ.
So why couldn't Leo, besides him sucking?
They couldn't sign him to a contract, I think. That's
I suppose. Leo then just chooses Smooth Operator to take his place, and Miz just lets him.
You okay?
Just like, okay, sure.
I like that Miz is the one who's calling the shots, too.
Yes, Miz is calling the shots. I guess Kofi was too cool to come down to the ring. He could have come out of that suite, not until later, but
that's post credits.
Yeah, I know.
That's mid credits.
Okay, mid credit. Is there a post credit scene?
I have no idea. I didn't watch that one.
Okay, I didn't stick around.
But Corey Graves and Renee are there holding a check. Sheamus is there.
Right. He still gets the money even though he's a child.
Obviously filmed on separate days because that's why Kofi wasn't there.
He was champ. He was busy.
Keith Lee sings and it's silly. Frankie then gets in the ring. Then Granny beats him up and it sucks shit.
Yeah, she does the butt bump thing that what's her face
does.
Yeah,
that's a bad version of it.
Oh, it's a terrible.
That I get Kofi was too cool to come down and see the kid. 2 weeks later, Leo is wrestling for the school, and the cool bully hopefully beats him up.
Definitely beats him up.
That's the end until Kofi and Granny have sex afterwards. That's
the post credit scene where
that's the big post credit scene is
where
Kofi and
this
Granny
kid's favorite wrestler comes down, and instead of being like, "You're the best, you're my favorite, can I have a picture or an autograph?" He's like, "In 10 years, I'm gonna beat you." I'm like, whoa,
beat you up,
whoa,
take your granny.
What the fuck?
You're gonna make love to your granny.
Oh, in 10 years, you're gonna beat me up. Well, tonight I'm gonna have sex with your grandmother.
I'm gonna fuck your grandmother right now. What?
So yeah, this movie sucked.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. Yeah, this was Mike's fault this
time. And Kofi,
100% was a movie that Mike was curious about, so he decided to make all of us watch, though.
It was just a dickhead move. Kofi's like, part of Kofi's character is like a married family man, and there he is hitting on this grandmother.
He's hitting on Granny.
Oh, Granny.
She's an influencer.
She's an Instagram influencer. His thing was fucking garbage.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Don't worry, I'll make you watch the Big Show next time or something.
Oh gosh, kids wrestling movies.
Ooh man, we got to keep this in our thoughts next year for worst match. Kid Chaos
Leo versus Samson.
Or maybe I don't know, Stinkface versus Kid Chaos could be.
That was a good match. Leo Rush versus Babatunde.
Yes.
Worst match of the year.
Worst match of the year.
Wow, that was bad. This movie was bad. And kids don't even want to watch it. That's
no.
what I found the funniest about it. Like, here's a wrestling movie. You want to watch it? Nope. Absolutely not. I'd rather do nothing else. I'd rather do nothing than watch this.
I'd rather stare at the paint dry.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we lost him again when he actually came in. And he's like, Sheamus is a ref? That doesn't make sense. You're right. It doesn't. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of questions about the world I can't answer for you. And Sheamus is a ref. Is on there. All right. That's it. Bill, you're up next. Please pick something better than this.
So I was looking at movies, and I wasn't going to pick this until I stumbled upon a horror movie that features Kevin Nash.
No.
I don't think I'm going to make us do it, though.
Oh, God. Thank you. God, a horror movie with Kevin Nash. We've been down this road at least 12 times, and they're not good. They're never good.
No, this was rated like 3 out of 10. So I think we're going to do a comedy instead. We're going to watch The Other Guys.
Oh, man. Right. This movie is terrific. This is a good
movie.
I have not seen it. Absolutely. It is available on the Netflix.
This is an A+ movie.
I have not seen it, no.
Wait. Which was The Other Guys?
The one with Rock and Samuel Jackson as cops?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Mark Wahlberg and
Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
I'm thinking of another movie. I'm sorry.
This movie is not bad. I mean, it's not amazing.
No, it's good.
It's not bad. And it's also filmed in Albany.
Oh, is it?
Our hometown, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One action scene is filmed here.
It's also 107 minutes, so.
I'm thinking The Nice Guys.
Oh,
what's The Nice Guys?
Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. That's a great movie.
Oh, this isn't bad.
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's 107 minutes also. So.
This is the one where Will Ferrell has like the really attractive wife who played by who?
Eva Longoria.
Yeah.
No, Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes. And
is this Dirty Mike and the Boys?
Mark Wahlberg is like
yes. We will have sex in your car again. It will happen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad it's not a Kevin Nash movie or a child's movie. Thank you.
I was very close to just seeing what The Manor or whatever it was called is.
Oh, God. It sounds so bad. All right. That's it.
I have one update before we go. I just discovered earlier today, Oni Lorcan tweeted out, "My girlfriend just called me a jobber and dumped me." And that made me chuckle.
He is a jobber, technically.
Yeah.
Kinda.
All right. That's it. Hopefully your girlfriends don't call you a jobber. All right. Wally's got to go to work.
I wish
we
I had
got
a
to pee.
girlfriend to call me a jobber.
All right. Peace.